the fingertips of Miles Johnson or A.J. Rogers, but well, Miles Johnson, I guess Rogers just checked in. Roscoe will cross half court. 31-12 the lead. Johnson wanting to set a back screen, got it. Rolls to the basket and scores. Miles Johnson helps you in so many different ways. He doesn't have to score to be effective. He doesn't, but he gets a steal here. Look out. Oh, he misses the jam.
I'm not sure if Coach Bialik was happy with that. It was a poor self-assist to himself, and then he missed the dunk.
Wasn't a whole lot of reaction out of Coach over there. Get another shot at it here. Through the lane, up and under. Shot won't go for A.J. Rogers, so 2 empty trips for the Wildcats, and you don't want to make that a trend. Leave the door open, let the Hornets hang around. They'll come back on you. So Rogers going to get called for the foul. And that'll be team foul number 6. So team fouls even at 6 apiece. Luke Ruddle and Seth Rutherland will check in for the Wildcats.
Yeah, going back to the Johnson dunk attempt, I think it's a little different if you're up by 20 in the fourth quarter than if you're up by 20 in the second quarter.
Sure.
I mean, maybe if that's the way you've been playing all year, I get it. You know, that's your style.
Right.
But as a coach, I just think I'd rather have the layup at that point.
3 ball, short for Stirk. Out of bounds, and it'll go to the Wildcats. Well, the thing I love about Coach Bialik is I'm sure he's emotional. I'm sure he gets upset. I'm sure there are moments where he's in your grill and telling you the way it's going to be. But even keel and just in control. He has to be in control. He's in control. His players are in control. Nice look inside. Turnaround move, good. For Miles Johnson.
Good pass from Ruddle. Good body control from Johnson.
John Wooden, one of the greatest coaches ever. That was his standard line. Didn't matter if we were up 40 or down 40. I had to be the guy that was in charge, in control. Not too high, not too low. You're too young to know who John Wooden is.
Well, I don't think I knew him personally. However, I'm familiar with John Wooden and his tremendous run at UCLA.
I didn't know him either, but I just mean the further you get away, the fewer people know about legends like John Wooden.
I will say a little bit of Houston trivia real quick, if I may.
Sure.
That game was played, the game that broke UCLA's win streak was played at the Astrodome, and it was UCLA versus Houston, and Houston won that game.
See, now you're just showing off. Trailblazers come up empty again. 3 ball from the corner won't fall. The Hornets fight for the rebound, give it up. Luke Ruddle. All right, Wildcats need to settle it down, have a good possession here. Run a good set. Nice dish underneath. That was there from Mitchell Wirtz. Good drive to the hole. They're going to call it on the floor. Out of bounds. It's going to be on Roscoe, I believe.
I'm wondering, it looked like the ref called a technical foul on Sietsema, the one shooting free throws. I guess we'll figure it out after the 1-on-1. Maybe not. It seemed like he made the technical motion.
Huh. Good cut to the hole by Noah Shook. 3 ball from the right side for Jake Roscoe. He's got 5. 38-12. Good idea.
One thing the Wildcats do so well is their hands are just active. They're in the passing lanes, and there's just so many tipped balls that I'm sure the Hornets, against a lot of other opponents, would have great looks. But against the Wildcats, they're just getting tipped all over the place.
Right. Full timeout taken by Coach Bialek. We'll keep it here. I think we're back up and running. If you wondering what you've missed, well, the scoreboard pretty much says it all. 38-12 in favor of the Wildcats. We got Shook with 6. Roscoe with 5. Luke Ruddle with 7. A.J. Rogers with 2. Miles Johnson has 10. And then I've got Mitchell Wirtz with 3. Scoring for the Hornets, we got Brandon Knott with 3. Jackson Sietsema with 7. And Nathan Behrens with 2. 17 fouls. Charged to the Wildcats and 6 charged to the Hornets. So for the final 2:36, anytime there's a foul, we'll shoot free throws 1 and 1 both ways. And then, as you know, when we get to 10, we'll shoot 2. Good inbound pass to Sietsema. He turns, can't score. Here come the Wildcats. Ruddle up court, gets it back. Cross-court pass up top for Roscoe. Luke Ruddle to back it up, being patient, discipline. Wirtz back to the basket. Baseline goes Sutherland. Kick out 3, no. Sutherland with a rebound. Put back, no.
I think he was expecting a little bit more resistance on that layup.
I think he was expecting contact. Not. Turnaround jump shot at the free throw line. No good for Vanderway. Roscoe, great bounce pass in rhythm. 2 more for Luke Ruddle. The crowd loved that.
What a skip pass that was from Roscoe. Barely hung off the ground.
40-12, 90 seconds left here in the first half. Spin in the lane. Will Jordan, his shot won't fall. Bless their hearts, they just can't buy anything around the rim. Several great looks, done a great job getting to the rim, but just can't get it to fall. 3 ball, no good for Sutherland. Approaching a minute to play here in the first half. Will Jordan throws one up, no good. Pass down court to Shook. Shook all the way to the hole, fouled, and he'll shoot 2. That's Brandon Knott with the foul. Noah Shook with 2 threes. First one is good. And a bunch of subs, both sides, changing them out. Is this one of those defense for offense subs?
Could be. Under a minute left.
Shook gets them both. He's got 8.
It's also a situation where, as a coach, you want to take a look at how many fouls your players have. And in a game like this, you just take all the players off that have a high foul count just to make sure they don't get in foul trouble for the second half.
Oh, now players are smart. They don't commit silly fouls and get themselves in foul trouble. Nothing there for Stirk. Johnson, what was that? A giddy-up move? That was funny. Noah Shook, 2 more. He's got 10. $20 to go here in the first half. 44-12. will have a Wildcat foul and will shoot 1-1 here with 15.5. It's going to go against Noah Shook. Another lefty. Free throw won't go for Will Jordan. Under 10, all the way to the hole. Shifting hands, Miles Johnson with 12 points. 3 at the buzzer, won't go. Behrens comes up empty, 46-12. It was 23-12, so the Hornets did not score a basket in that second quarter.
Wow. Although a silly foul at the end by Samuel Wirtz on the heave-ho buzzer beater, and it looks like Behrens is going to get 3 free throws.
So almost but not quite no points. Behrens gets all 3 of them calmly. So he's got 5, and that makes it 46-15. So as you point out, were it not for the foul, it would have been scoreless in that second quarter. 46-15. We'll be back with the second half. You are watching Feature Court number 2. If you want to check out what's happening on Feature Court 1, go to nchclive.com. Click on the YouTube links. BBC is Feature Court 1, Central Feature Court 2. There's also a Facebook game out there, so be sure and check out Facebook Live and watch those games as well. 46-15, third quarter coming up. Just about set to start the second half here. The Indianapolis Wildcats got off to a fast start. If memory serves, it was like 9-0, 7-0, something like that, really fast. Got the Hornets on their heels, and they have not recovered. 46-15. Noah Shook with 10 first half points. Roscoe with 5. Sutherland with 2. Ruddle with 9. Rogers with 2. Miles Johnson with 12. And Mitchell Wirtz with 3. For the Hornets, Brandon Knott with 3. Seatsum a 7. Nathan Behrens 3. 46-15. 3 points for the Hornets came after the buzzer sounded to end the first half. 3 free throws off a foul. Otherwise, they would have been scoreless in the first half, in the second quarter. Foul before the shot. It'll be on the floor. Good take by Behrens.
And I think the Hornets will be glad that they're on a different basket this half. That second quarter was not kind to them. They made 0 field goals.
Behrens,
just the 3 points after the buzzer.
Yep. Behrens short on his 3. Miles Johnson sets a screen for a curling Roscoe. They can't get it to him. Wirtz here in the corner. Cutting through. Roscoe up top. Won't take the 3. Ruddle. Kick out for a 3 ball from Roscoe. Off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound to Seatsuma. Not cross half court. Nice pass inside. Can't handle it. Another turnover. Wildcats will run the other way. No look pass to the corner. 3 ball for Roscoe. No good.
Yeah, the Ruddle-Roscoe connection has been good to start the second half. Unfortunately, Roscoe's been unable to knock down either one.
The other end, Jordan picks up his dribble, hits a cutting Behrens. He can't convert. Johnson will clear the rebound. Working against Hazenberg. He backs him off, and they're flat against the baseline. Johnson to the hole. Dishes to Wirtz at the last moment. He can't convert. Knott goes left. Through the hands of Behrens. Wildcats get another steal. All the way to the hole. Nice dish underneath to Wirtz. He goes to the floor to save it. Johnson will reset. 3 ball for Johnson. Wirtz with a big rebound. Giving the Wildcats another possession. Johnson drives down the left side, puts it up with the right hand off the glass, and good. Johnson with 14.
What Ruddle did there is he reset after the offensive rebound, slowed things down, and they got a good look out of it with Johnson.
Everything going right for the Wildcats.
Roscoe's got to be careful, though. He's being pretty aggressive on the defensive end. They may get him for some hand-checking fouls here in a little bit.
While I appreciate the mentality and the desire to stay hungry and stay aggressive, there's a fine line. 3 ball off the mark, no good for Shook. You don't want to commit unnecessary fouls and unnecessarily turn the tide. Look at that reverse by Hazenberg. Good effort. And Coach Bialek wants a timeout. He's going to take a 30 here. I don't know if what I'm trying to say makes sense or not, but there's a playing aggressive and staying in the game and doing what got you to this point, and then there's creating unnecessary fouls, and you just never know what the game's going to turn. It can turn so fast.
Well, and at the same time, the Hornets, when they come down on offense, I mean, that last basket they got by Hazenberg was their first basket since the first quarter, which is a period of, almost 11, 12 minutes that they're looking at now.
Long time.
And so for them and their coach, I could imagine the idea is to not get discouraged or lose hope to the point where you quit. And they have not done that by any means.
No.
They just haven't been able to buy a basket. Right? They've gotten good looks.
Hazenberg, good hustle trying to get the steal. Johnson throws that one down. 16 points for Miles Johnson. Reverse, no good. Nice follow. Can't get it to go, but good hustle there by Jackson Sietsema. He'll shoot 2. He kind of kept him in the ball game early. He's got 7 points. He's 2 of 3 from the free throw line.
We had mentioned this earlier in the day. I'm not sure what classification some of these young men are from the West Michigan team, but and it sounds silly to say this, but this is invaluable experience for them.
Yeah.
They're playing a quality opponent who, for all intents and purposes, could be playing on Friday night at the Hammond Center. And, you know, maybe they're not getting the looks that they think that they want to get. They're not getting the baskets to go in the way that they would like to, but at the end of the day, they're playing this Indianapolis Wildcat team very, very hard.
I don't think I'd want to be who they play first game tomorrow.
No.
I'm thinking there's going to be some paybacks. Probably not the right word, but they're going to come out and try and take it to somebody after this ball game today.
And that should be a good game as well, because they're going to be playing the Cougars from Montana tomorrow.
Nice drive by Roscoe. He's got 7. Oh, kind of a blocking foul on Roscoe. Four subs in for Coach Violek. And I'd say that's probably it for the starters. Joel Owen, number 24. Samuel Wirtz, number 30. It's A.J. Rogers. He's played a little bit so far in the game. And we've got a Wildcat foul. Elijah Foster also into the ball game. And Joel Owen, I think we mentioned him. Trying to get them all a mention here. Another Wildcat foul. That's 5 for them here in the third quarter. None against the Hornets. Seth Sutherland also in. Good turnaround. Hazenberg gets his 4th point of the game.
He's been good down on the low block. He's got both field goals for them this quarter.
Rogers will reset up top. Hazenberg going to force him to make a move. Rogers to the hole and scores.
Wow, tremendous speed from Rogers.
I don't know if Hazenberg will challenge him that way again. Just kind of blew past him. Inside, they try and go to Hazenberg. Good recovery there by Michael Sturck. His first 2 points of the game. Trying to get the pass across the floor to Seth Sutherland. Good hands defensively, taps it out of bounds. Wildcats underneath their basket. Elijah Foster to Rogers. Foster will curl. Rogers in the corner. Good drive, but comes up empty. Approaching 2 minutes to go here in the third. Hazenberg can't convert, gets his own rebound and lays it in. Good effort.
Yeah, great hustle from Hazenberg. Good spin moves down low, follows his shot like you talked about earlier, and gets rewarded because of that.
Under 2 to play. We've got a Hornet foul. Full timeout taken by West Michigan. Well, let's take a look back at games from earlier today. The Northwest Arkansas Hornets at 8:15 this morning beat the Central Texas Saints 52-42. That was boys 16 and under, Division II. Boys 16U 6A saw the MHEA Eagles beat the Noah Jaguars 70-51. Boys 18 Division IIIE Saints beat the Lakeshore Thunder 61-52. That was a 5 beating a 1. Monroe County Warriors beat Team USA Silver, boys 18U D4 play-in game 60-38. Northside Lions took out the Green Country Defenders 71-42. That was boys 14U 1A. 14U 4A saw the HSRC Moni Patriots win 66-33 over the New Way Eagles. The girls 18 and under Gold Ball Championship went the way of the Indianapolis Wildcats 42-39 over KC Metro. In the game right before this one, Gallatin Valley Cougars lost to Omaha 55-44. That was the boys 18U 7A game, which, as Paul mentioned earlier, it'll probably be a Cougar Hornet matchup tomorrow, as well as a Roadrunner Wildcat matchup tomorrow. Wildcats with a basketball, 1:45 to go, third quarter. Pull-up jumper for Foster, won't go. Hazenberg, nowhere to go. They've got him sealed off. Micah Stirk looking inside, can't go anywhere. Will dribble drive down the left side of the lane, off his foot, out of bounds. It'll be Wildcat basketball.
I like that they're still trying to work it into Hazenberg.
Good defensive effort there by Micah Stirk to get up and knock that ball away. Foster will inbound and gets it to Joel Owen. Underneath to Samuel Wirtz. He can't convert. It'll stay with the Wildcats.
Yeah, and there's no quit in the Hornets at all. They are continuing to play hard, and they're still running their sets.
Wirtz loses it. Will Jordan. 3 ball. Left side, good. For Jackson Sietsema. Sietsema with 12.
Nice block and good defensive work from Hazenberg. Blocked the shot. The offensive player caught it out of bounds. It'll go back to the Hornets.
54-28, 49.2 to go. Third quarter. Brandon Knott. Underneath to a wide open Hazenberg. Boy, nobody within a country mile of him. Baseline goes Sutherland. He loses it.
Good stretch for the Hornets. They are finally getting into a rhythm on the defense and the offensive end.
Chipping away, aren't they? And you mentioned that they keep going to Hazenberg, who unfortunately travels there, but you mentioned you like how they keep pounding it inside to him.
Yeah, I mean, they were doing it even when Miles Johnson was in, but now with him out, the size advantage goes to Hazenberg, and he's been able to go to work. In the third quarter alone, he's got 8 points.
Hazenberg with the steal. He travels. Thought there was less time. He was thinking about a half-court heave, and I don't know if the last second he saw a player open down the court was going to pass to them or realized he had more time, but either way, turnover with 2.5. 3 ball for Sutherland. Got it. Sutherland with 5 points. And that puts an exclamation point on the third quarter, 57-30. We'll take a quick break, come right back to feature Court 2, Central High School, The Pit, here on YouTube.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I train for something that should be impossible. When 8 seconds can change your whole life, it's not really about the seconds, it's about the hours. The hours that I spend preparing mentally and physically. It's about being the last one to quit, no matter how bad you hurt. If you dream of winning, you better be ready to earn it. Yes, you can.
Fourth quarter about to get started here at Central High School. Brandon Knott with 3 points for the Hornets. Micah Stirk with 2. Sietsema with 12. Behrens with 5. Hazenberg with 8. All 8 of those came in the third quarter?
Yes.
So Hazenberg, very productive there. Scoring for the Wildcats, Shook with 10, Roscoe with 7, Sutherland with 5, Ruddle with 9, A.J. Rogers with 4, Miles Johnson with 16, and Mitchell Wirtz with 3. Nice cut to the basket. Micah Stirk, but too far under to be able to make it. 3 ball from the corner, short, well short, for Jake Roscoe. So the starters back in here to start the fourth quarter.
And the order of the day has been buzzer-beating three-pointers today. Sutherland hit one at the end of the third quarter, and we've seen several of those today.
Sietsema with a nice drive, rejected by Johnson. Here come the Wildcats the other way. Pull up 3. On the mark for Jake Roscoe. He's got 10. That is so pretty when that happens. Just step up, step into it, bury it. Roscoe with another steal. Cutting through Miles Johnson. Gets his man in the air, banks it in. Johnson now with 18.
And Roscoe's such a solid defender.
Oh,
sliding his feet, taking a charge that time.
Look at that. That was impressive.
He's been a nuisance all game long, and it's finally starting to wear down on the Hornet guards.
Wow. Off the curl, Johnson gets it. Double team, finds a wide open Roscoe in the corner. You betcha. Roscoe with 13. And an offensive foul again. Brandon Knott guilty of back-to-back offensive fouls. Clearly a frustrated young man. R.J. Blackburn into the ball game for the Hornets. Wirtz to Ruddle. Get inside for Wirtz. Turn around. No, but he'll shoot 2. R.J. Blackburn guilty of the foul. Wirtz with 4. Make it 5. We talked earlier about West Michigan, their game tomorrow, and how this game will impact that for them. Any concern if you're Coach Bialek about having a, I'm not going to say easy game, but a game where you're up on the scoreboard comfortably? Any letdown tomorrow coming off of a game like this? How do you prevent a letdown? Let me ask it that way.
Yeah, I think part of that is kind of what they're doing right now. I mean, they're up 37, and they've got the starters in still putting full-court pressure on. And I think it's just kind of letting his guys know, look, we're not letting off the gas just because we're winning big. This is who we are. We're going to play this way no matter what the score dictates. The starters are going to play up 35 in the fourth quarter. And I think tomorrow, you know, they're playing for a gold ball championship. So,
yep.
You know, if you can't get up for that, then you got a different problem. But I could imagine tomorrow the Wildcats will be just as aggressive as they are today.
Speaking of, this is just who we are and the way we play. What about Isaac Hazenberg? Did you see that move to the basket? He scores. And he comes down here, and him and Miles Johnson lock it up out here in the front court. I mean, there's just no quitting that young man. He is after Johnson every chance he gets. To the hole goes Wirtz. He can't score. Hazenberg with the rebound.
Yeah, amazing block by Hazenberg as well. I mean, he is going to get a good night's sleep tonight.
Fun to watch. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Foul probably on Seth Sutherland. Full timeout going to be taken by the Hornets. We'll take it with them. 67-32. Back at Central High School here. Feature court number 2 in just a moment here on YouTube.
Real-Time Max is Real-Time's most powerful lotion. Real-Time Max delivers fast pain relief to persistent, intense pain, including deep muscle pain, cramps, and over 100 types of arthritis.
(67-32), 3:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Micah Sturck will be at the free throw line. Shooting 2. First one is good. Micah Sturck, 6'4", 3 points in the ball game thus far. Leaves the fourth one short. We're under 4 to play here in the ball game. Robert Jones. Nice move by Sutherland to get to the hole and score. Sutherland was 7.
And you got to love Coach Bialik still coaching his guys up by 36. Still letting them know, hey, we got to do what we have been practicing to do.
Sietsema leaves it short. Rogers thundering down the court. Offensive foul. 8th team foul. Player control, so they won't shoot this one. Mason Behrens goes right off a screen from Sietsema. 3 ball a little long. Samuel Wirtz to A.J. Rogers. Lead pass to a running Robert Jones, who can't convert. 2.5 to go. Top of the key. Behrens fakes right, goes left, gets under the basket, can't score. Rogers, bounce pass up ahead. Sutherland.
Another great
finish.
skip pass from the Wildcats.
It's at least the second, maybe third we've seen in this game. Subs getting ready to check in. Michael Floyd, Kendon Winslow, and Luke Smith will check in. After the timeout, it's a full timeout. We're under 2 minutes to go. Coming up next, we go back to Gold Ball Championship play. Dallas HSAA, the #1 seed, taking on the MHEA Eagles, the #2 seed. And you've got kind of what they did yesterday to get to that point. Both teams had to play their way in.
Yeah, Dallas HSAA.
Pool play, was that the case?
Mm-hmm. It was pool play. They beat Team USA Gold 68-16, and then they beat the Kalamazoo Cougars 63-39 to win pool number 3. And then the MHEA Eagles beat Reno County Sabres 63-28, and then they beat the Feast Patriots 56-25 to win pool 4. So pool 3 winner, pool 4 winner, meeting in the Gold Ball 7A championship game.
Have mercy. Okay, now there was another family we were talking about from a different team earlier that they just never seem to go away. This Thompson clan, aren't they kind of the same way? There's always a Thompson in the lineup.
Yep, that seems to be the case.
Aren't they kind of a dynasty from what I remember?
And there's 3 of them.
Yeah. Well, that's coming up. Right now we've got 1:58 left to go in this one. Sietsema at the free throw line gets the first one. Jackson, 13 points, shooting for 14. In and out. Hazenberg fighting for the loose ball. And we're going to have a jump ball, possession arrow to the Wildcats. Brandon Knott will check in. Sietsema's day is done. He finishes with 13 points. Did everything he could. Robert Jones. That is Kendon Winslow. Picks up his dribble. Gets double teamed in the corner. Michael Floyd. Brandon Knott in front of him with 1:12 to go. Jab step left. He'll go right. Jones. Kyle Marks. And we've got a foul. We're going to shoot 1 and 1. Brandon Knott has, I believe, fouled out of the ball game. Michael Floyd will be at the free throw line. Sietsema will check back in. 23 seconds, clock running. This may be it. Michael Floyd in the scorer's column. And they're going to stop the clock here so it doesn't go off while he's shooting. They'll stop it with 3.4. Let Floyd shoot his second. Hits them both. Sietsema will let it go almost. Final score, the Indianapolis Wildcats 71 and the Michigan Hornets 34. So if I understand it correctly, Paul, tomorrow will be the Cougars taking on the Hornets and the Roadrunners taking on the Wildcats.
And that is correct.
71-34 your final. Next game coming up. Dallas HSAA and the MHEA Eagles Gold Ball Championship game next here from Feature Court 2 at Central High School on YouTube.